Hey y'all, welcome to the Messy Studio. Come on in and see what's going on. Hey y'all, welcome to the Messy Studio. Before we get started, first order of business, I got some stickers to put on my sticker cabinet. So let's knock that out right now. I've actually had this one since SWAT last year. I got it from Carl. I forgot I had it, found it the other day. So we'll put that one up. This looks like a good spot right there. Got this one this year from Tim Yoder. Tim's Tools. Y'all know I've got the elbow tool. I've done a review on that. Fantastic tool. Sometimes you gotta have a little help. My fingernails aren't thin as this. We'll put Tim's Tools right here. Longtime friend Curtis Seebeck, Turntex. That's where cactus juice and Alumilite comes from. Curtis first introduced these two products to the woodworking and wood turning community. I've known him a number of years, been to his shop a few times. He's a neat guy. Another friend, Todd Raines, wood turning tool store. This is the guy I got my Jimmy Clue's quick release from, and the adapters. He sells a number of other tools too. He and his wife are really good people. Met Zach Higgins and his wife from Duncan Junk. They do all kinds of casting and stuff. A lot like, they use a lot of the same kind of stuff as Pam Harris with Highland Boxes. Really, really pretty stuff. Town subby. Aside from blanks and things of that nature, he has probably some of the best silicone molds in the country, if not the globe. Turner's Warehouse. They've got a lot of pen making supplies and turning supplies. I bought something from them this year at SWAT and I don't remember what it was. That's what happens when you buy too much. And that's my new stickers. Now let's see what we can get into. If you remember the other day, I showed you the toolbox that I bought from Northern Tool and put underneath the lathe. I took the cart portion, added a panel here, took an old, I say old, my Beastmeyer fence came with a wing extension for the table saw. I already had a wing extension in. It's my router table. This was particle board laminated in vinyl. So I added some stock around it, trimmed it up, and mounted it in here to the top. I've got my thickness sander on it. On this shelf I stored all my sanders, and in the bottom are all my belts and paper for this, and discs for my disc sander. So basically I've got a sanding cart and I can move it wherever I want to. Just all part of the organization. This was on clearance day before yesterday at Walmart for $19. Now, before you safety police get all over me, I put my glues and some of my finishes in here. It gets them off from where I had them, puts them in a cabinet, they're all in one spot. Like I said, safety police aren't going to like it because it's not steel. But I don't have one of those and I can't afford one. But there's my fire extinguisher ready for me to get to if I need it. Now, bringing this cabinet in meant moving my clamp rack over. But that's okay. I can still reach them all just fine. I showed y'all this the other day. I just had it sitting on 2 2x4s, and that was it. It wasn't real steady, it was kind of wobbly, so I cut down some 2x8s, glued the front part of the 2x8 right here to this 2x4 under it, same on both sides, screwed it down, did the same thing to the back of that 2x8 and that 2x8 to that back 2x4, screwed it down. I cut these 2x8s to leave just enough space for the tool chest to go in the middle of them. I've got 2 screws inside the bottom of the tool chest holding it down in the back, because when the drawers extend, that's where your weight comes from. It was steady as it was, but I just wanted to make sure. Now it's rock solid. It is not going anywhere. I had the added advantage of, since I did it that way, of lowering, let me see if you can see this, of lowering the 2x4 that it was sitting on from the bracket right there, just the small bracket on the inside, down another 1.5 inches. So it's 1.5 inches lower than it was, which means I get a bigger opening up top. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep it propped open. I probably won't, but for now it is, because I'm still putting tools in it. I don't know if you saw my 8-inch grinder or not, but it had white aluminum oxide wheels. A white aluminum oxide? It had white aluminum oxide wheels on it, and they came that way. It was Woodcraft brand. I don't remember. I mean, it doesn't really have a brand name on it, but it was from Woodcraft. I won it in a raffle years ago. Anyway, everybody's been raving about CBN wheels, and they're expensive. I priced them again at SWAT. I mean, they're just ungodly expensive. Remember, I'm retired, so, you know, I can't afford to spend $300 on, or more, on 2 CBN wheels. Well, as luck would have it, while I was at SWAT, Wood Turner's Wonders, I believe it was Wood Turner's Wonders, had 2 wheels on clearance. Now, it's not optimum for what everybody says you need in a CBN grit-wise. I don't think, but let me show you what happened. He had this one. This is 180 grit. He had it on clearance for 50 bucks. And I asked him why, and he's had the manufacturer switch from this nylon base wheel to aluminum. And he did that because he said they were having some balance issues with this particular run, and he can't afford any balance issues. Well, the flat is true. I've checked it. There is a little, maybe a 64th of an inch canter inside the wheel, one way or another. It has a little bit of a wobble side to side. Like I said, it's no more than 64th of an inch. But this runs flat and true. So it'll work. And as you can tell, it looks good. This wheel is a 300 grit. He had it on clearance because it had a 3/4 inch arbor hole. Well, I know how to find 3/4 to 5/8 bushings. So I ordered one. I put it on this morning, and it's perfect. Again, 180, 300. That's probably not the ideal range. The 300 is okay. A lot of people say you want 80 over here and 180 over here. Some say you want 80 or 100 over here and 300 over here. Well, this is 180. If I was to try to reshape a tool using this, it would take a long time. But I have a 6-inch grinder that can remove more material quickly. So if I need to reshape a tool, I'll do my rough shaping over there and I'll finish it all up here. So now I have upgraded to the CBN world, much to my wife's chagrin. Why? Because I spent money. Well, I've been coming out here, except for the days I was at SWAT, I come out here every day. And since I've started doing that, she never would come with me out into the garage. There just wasn't enough room. But she has to come out here. In spite of, it doesn't matter how hot it is. And I've got water for her, so we're good there. Doesn't matter how hot it is. If I come out here, she wants to be with me. She doesn't do anything more than just lay around on the floor most of the time. But she's here with me if I need her. Ain't that right, Cam? That's my girl.